Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Wednesday. As you can see, we just now making it back over to the storage unit. As usual, getting back to it, getting busy. All right. If you've been keeping up on the videos, just yesterday I put out a video showing how I received some M18 Milwaukee battery mounts for some battery solution modifications when it comes to some of these service carts in order to free up some space, depending upon how many cordless tools you may possibly have. All right. Just as well as I have put out videos about the Husky magnetic cordless power tool organizer that I actually did quite a few different modifications to. When it comes to the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer, um, that particular modification wasn't an original modification that was technically done by myself first. A gentleman by the name of Lakes the Land, he has his channel. He is the actual first individual who did actually do that modification, and then Dale Lucid also on his channel, he did a modification video on it also. All right, but this morning I did receive something, so we're gonna get an opportunity to take a look at both things, and I'm gonna possibly try to do a comparison in this particular video right here. Okay, but as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay. So pretty much, not gonna hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. We're gonna dive right into it. So walk with me. Let's get it. Okay, now pretty much since I'm in a confined tight space in a unit, I'm not gonna take the time at the moment, to actually pull the whole card out. So I'm just gonna give you a visual of how I did mount two of the M18 Milwaukee battery holsters to the cart for the battery solution. Okay, and like I was stating, this is the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer right here. Okay, just as well as you can see from the right to the left, I did do the modifications for the M12 line batteries. Okay, which will hold 6 batteries. Okay, 3 to each side, left to right. Okay, for each particular M12 tool that is sitting at the top. In the top compartment to the far right is my M18 hammer drill. Okay, which takes a different battery line, which is the M18 line. All right, so just to give you a little quick visual of how I have things mounted now, as you can see down here. Okay, and to give you, okay, so basically at the prior moment I did mount two. All right, I did actually order quite a few more others. In yesterday's video I did show 4. Okay, but the rest that I'm about to mount is going to go to the back end of the cart when I get to the modifications towards the back end of this cart, as you can see. Okay, so just to give you a nice little quick visual of everything. Okay, and just as well as you see that I actually have the breaker bar solution. If you never came across that video, okay, I did use the quick fist rubber mounts. This is a 36-inch snap-on breaker bar. Okay, that's running along the back of the cart, that's locked in pretty tight. You see there's no interference, okay, between the battery. All right, everything is mounted very firmly. Okay, as you can see there. All right, just to give you a a little quick visual of that. So now what I'm about to do is I'm about to get this package out from this item received in the mail this morning. We're going to take a look at that, then we're going to do a little comparison. So walk with me, let's get it. Okay, so pretty much now, as you can see, got the item out sitting at the top of the tool cart. I got my box cutters sitting over by the side tray. So I'm about to get the contents from out this package so that we could basically inspect things, take a look and get a visual, all right, and so we could see what it do. So let's get it. Things are still wrapped up in the bubble wrap, so I need to get this bubble wrap from off the item real quick. Okay, well, just basically just came in. As you can see, these are mactools. These are your precision torque combination ratcheting wrenches, okay, flex heads. These aren't the locking versions, okay. More than likely I may pick up the locking versions. This is the metric set, okay, that you're basically taking a look at here. And as you can see, the wrenches is ranging from 7mm all the way to 19mm, with the exception of the skip of a 9. So as you can see, it's 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, so let me see if I can get this unclipped real quick so we could take a look at things. Okay, so as you can see, its holding tray flips outwards, all right, as you can see. In my very first video that I put out of US General 5-drawer tool cart tour, I used to have a 4-drawer US General tool cart also. And in that particular video, when I was going through some of the equipment during that time that I had in the 4-drawer US General tool cart, I was heavy on mactools back then during that time and way before that. But that just happened to be the first particular video that I had shot, that I had uploaded to YouTube. But I used to have the precision torques, but not the ratchet and wrench sets. I used to have the combinations. And back then I had misplaced a few, so I wound up discarding the rest of the set with the 4-drawer US General tool cart to a young gentleman who basically had just got a job at a Toyota dealer. So I gave him quite a few Mac tools and some expert tools, just as well as a lot of different proto professional tools and Black Hawk USA made tools to go along with the cart, which actually boosted the sale and things like that. And technically, after I sold that cart to that young gentleman, then I started actually upgrading to a lot of different equipment that you basically see throughout the majority of my videos, quite some time ago in the very beginning. Okay, when I did discard those wrenches, around that time, Milwaukee had released their max bite sets, okay, which are somewhat similar to the combination Mac precision torques in its design slightly. So even though these are the ratchet and wrench sets, I'm going to get out a set of Milwaukee ratchet and wrenches so that we can take a look at those testically compared to this particular set. Even though the Milwaukee is not flex head, it would be nice to see Milwaukee make a flex head ratchet and wrench set, but unfortunately they don't have them on the market just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna get those items out so that we could take a good look real quick and look at some differences. Okay, just to give you a little visual, the set of the Milwaukee max bite ratchet and wrenches to the right hand side is your SAE standard set, and the black set is your metric set. Okay, just as well as I already demonstrated the Mac Precision Torque flex head ratchet and wrenches. Okay, all 4 sets, well, all 3 sets basically are all ratchet and wrenches, with the exception of the Milwaukee's not being flex head. Okay, they are your regular normal standard with the max bite feature on a combination end. All right. These Milwaukee wrenches are coming in slightly a little bit longer than this particular metric set that you can see over here when it comes to the Mac Precision Talks. All right. So I'm gonna get out some wrenches and I'm gonna lay them side by side so that we can take a little quick visual to them. Okay, as I have two wrenches out, one thing I want to state about these particular Milwaukee sets right here, these are only 7-piece sets each. They do provide a 15-piece set. I actually have the 15-piece sets, I just don't actually have them here in this particular storage unit at the prior moment. But just in order to give you a figured around idea of what's basically going on in the 7-piece set, it goes up to 17 millimeter in the 7-piece set. And as you can see, the indifferential in the length between the Milwaukee and the Mac Precision Talk. Okay. Um, for what reason, when I state that the Milwaukee wrenches are somewhat similar to the Precision Talks, if you take a look at their opening combination wrenches without the ratcheting wrenches, and you take a look at the regular normal standard Mac Precision Torque combination open end wrenches, not the ratcheting wrenches, it's designed, it's kind of light. Let me see if I can back the light off a little bit so that you can, maybe if I back it up off so that you can see the imprint and how it's imprinted. Okay, on these particular ratcheting wrenches, as you can see, it does have directional arrows, okay, to show you in reverse and forward. Like I said, this particular set is not a locking set, as you can see here. Okay, but the print, this lighting is like, see if it'll focus in. The print is a bold stamped print, just like the Milwaukee's. Okay. When it comes to the finish on both wrenches, each wrench are designed very well. In comparison towards the edges, towards these edges, it feels as if the Milwaukee is slightly a little bit more thicker and that the Macs are a little bit more thinner. Okay. But honestly, both set of wrenches are nice. Okay, the Milwaukee Max Bite wrenches is not a tool truck brand. Okay, but these wrenches are of good quality. But there is one thing that I do want to state about these when working with these for quite some time in a professional settings. This Max Bite is very aggressive. Okay, so if you're not used to using these particular wrenches, you know, it takes a little minute for you to adjust because you can't just run to a fastener with these particular wrenches like they're a regular normal standard wrench without uh, um, a max bite drive. Okay, because these wrenches will mar up fasteners quick because they lock in tight, and the way that they're designed, like they snug on certain particular fasteners. Okay, so that is something that I do want to point out. You know, I use these ratchet wrenches a lot, these Milwaukee's. I really like them. Okay, that's why I have them in the 7-piece sets and the 15-piece sets. These 7-piece sets are technically not really for this tool cart. These 7-piece sets is actually for my Milwaukee job site backpack when I'm moving around outside of work. Okay, so that I have, you know, a set of wrenches that are accessible to me at certain particular sizes and things like that, until I get a bigger storage unit so that I can lay out the 15-piece sets, just as well as I also have the 15-piece sets in their open and combination max bite sets also. But these Mac Precision Talks, these are excellent quality wrenches right here. Soon I will pick up the locking versions and the offsets and ASAE sets also just as well. All right, so that's pretty much about that. You know, everybody knows about these Precision Talks. They know, you know, that they're good wrenches. But I still have to put it out there, for the individuals who don't wrench every day, or they don't wrench professionally and things like that, because this is quality equipment. This is a tool truck brand right here. Milwaukee is a non-tool truck brand. But when it comes to these wrenches, still haven't seen any particular stores where you could just walk in and purchase these wrenches in store. These are online purchases. I have had these wrenches for quite some time now. Okay, but that's pretty much what that is right there. All right. All right, so pretty much I'm gonna wrap this video up right here, right? So everybody enjoy the rest of their evening out there. Until that next tool review, next tool haul, next modification video, we're gonna check you later. Peace.